Hi, this is Linda and Aaron with Traveling Flamingo. Today we're going to give you a tour of the Redemption Spa available on Virgin Voyages ships. If you're looking to add some extra relaxation to your trip, this might be a good option for you. So what can you expect at the Redemption Thermal Spa? Is it worth the cost? We're going to tell you all that and more coming right up. After we give you some details about the Redemption Spa, we're going to share what we loved and hated about it. We'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. So let's jump into this. You can find the Redemption Spa on Deck 5 near the Sailor Services and Razzle. This is where you'll find the thermal spa and massage treatments. Virgin Voyages has laid out their ships differently, and the hair salon, barber, tune-up for manis and pedis are actually in their own location elsewhere on the ship. The experience when you arrive is that you'll check in at the Redemption Spa desk, they'll give you a robe and sandals to wear while you're at the thermal spa, and they'll show you to your lockers. Make sure you make a mental note of which locker number you had. Yeah, I forgot and I had to go get help and it's just super embarrassing. Another thing that Virgin changed up is that they have one unisex area for lockers with changing booths and showers. There were some mixed feelings about this being a unisex area, but personally I thought it was fine and the changing booths were private and the showers were great. It saves a lot of space to only have one area than have two large changing areas. Once you've changed, you head into the thermal spa where there's lots of towels and some water, but there's no food and drink. Before we get into the specifics of the thermal spa, I just wanted to jump in here and let you know we've got tons of videos about cruising and different cruise lines and cruise ports. So when this video is done, be sure to check out our channel. Thanks so much for the support. So let's look at the specifics at what you can find in the thermal spa. There are a variety of different rooms and pools to relax and unwind. Right in the middle, there's a large hydrotherapy pool, which is room temperature with a bench around the edge to sit on. It's so nice when there's a large pool, and Aaron really enjoyed that. There are also 2 cold plunge pools and 1 hot plunge pool. These are cool, but they are small. Like, it says only for 1 person. We did see one time 3 friends squished in, but really it's just a plunge. So the idea is that you're not in them for long, but it is relaxing to be able to jump between them. I did really enjoy the cold plunge myself specifically, as I have a lot of injuries, and online I've been seeing people buy these and put them at their home. I do find the cold really painful, but it does help my inflammation from my injuries. Opposite the pools is a multi-level, massive heated quartz bed that people can relax on. It's cool and it looks awesome with the windows above it, but it's not all that comfortable, and I do actually prefer the individual heated loungers that we've seen in other thermal spas. There is a steam room which we were told to go in first to open our pores. Then you go do the mud and treatment room. I was really looking forward to trying the mud because this is something I've never seen before, and this was the first time I've got to try it. You get a cup of mud and you rub it all over your skin, and then you're supposed to sit in there for 10 minutes. I found this really hard because we've just gone from the steam room and you're now in the mud room, which is pretty much another steam room. When your time's up, you shower and wash off all the mud, and that way it keeps all the mess in that one room so people aren't walking around with mud on them. After we finished in the mud room, we were told to go to the salt room. It's really nice. It's a little bit cooler after being in 2 steam rooms. My favorite is actually the sauna, a nice dry heat. It's a beautiful room. All the rooms except for the mud room have windows, and I really like that in the thermal spas. It's funny talking to other guests because that was the order we were told, but everybody was told to do it in a different order, so feel free to do whatever you enjoy and whatever you want. I do like that all the rooms are co-ed, so you can enjoy and relax with your friends and family. One thermal spa we saw had only a shared hot tub. All of the rooms and the steam rooms were in the women's and men's change rooms, so I much prefer how Virgin did this. And I think other cruise lines are trying to keep at least everything in the thermal spa more co-ed. Also, because everybody wants to know, yes, you do wear your swimsuits in the thermal spa. Virgin Voyages does offer a variety of spa treatments and massages as well. We're focusing on the thermal spa, but wanted to let you know they're available if you want to book them. So in terms of value for money, if you're looking at a day pass, the prices can vary depending if it's a port or a sea day. And on our sailing, you had to book within a 3-hour time slot that you could go. It ranges from $39 to $59 US per day. On our sailing, it was $59 US per day. So they also offered a full sailing option, which was $150, which we went with. We figured if we went there 3 times, it would be worth it. And at that time, we actually didn't know we had to pick a 3-hour time slot to go in. And we just thought we could come and go as we pleased, as we had in other thermal spas. So we actually only ended up going 2 times. Once was on a port day and the other was on a sea day. It was nice to get some extra relaxation in, and we found it a really nice thermal spa with the mudroom, which we hadn't done before. The thermal spa was a nice way to get some extra relaxation in. We did think it was a pretty nice one as well, with the windows, the variety of areas to relax between saunas, steam rooms, and the quartz bed. The mudroom was my favorite because we had never done that before. So you'll just need to decide if this is going to fit your budget and if it works for you. Next time, I might only get a 1-day pass and do it when we're at a port that we visited a bunch of times before and don't plan on spending as much time at, so that way we can be at the thermal spa when it's nice and quiet. So this takes us into things we loved. The last time we were sailing on the Scarlet Lady, we went to the thermal spa, and our favorite day was on the port day. It was so quiet. At times we had rooms all to ourselves. We could easily go and plunge from one pool to the next one, and it was great. The next thing we loved was the mud scrub, which I know I'm saying this many times, but we just never had done it before. It was fun, and it was something that we have not seen at any other thermal spa before. The next thing I loved, as I said, was the cold plunge. It's also something that we haven't seen too often, and for my injuries, it was great. Aaron doesn't feel the cold as much, and he was able to stay in there way longer than me. It makes for a great way to relax, and being able to look out the windows at the waves and the sun was a lovely touch. So on to things that we didn't love. Having to book a 3-hour period that you were going to go in was a bit annoying. We didn't know right away then what all of our days were going to look like. We didn't know which activities we might be participating in, so that was a little bit hard, and we felt pressured to pick our times quickly, and I just tried to slow it down and look at what days were ports and what did we already have booked. So I do wish it could be more free flow, come and go, as we've had with other thermal spas, so I didn't love that. And also only having 3 hours wasn't great. I just felt like if we're paying in, $60 US per day, it's not free, so yeah, I didn't love that. I also found that there were not a lot of comfortable seats to be relaxing in, and it was cool that they had this large quartz hot stone bed, and it looked beautiful, but it's just not as comfortable as the hot loungers. So I don't know if that's part of the goal, that you're not sitting there super comfortable for a long time enjoying the atmosphere, that really you're going from sort of room to room and enjoying those. So I don't know, I'm not really sure of the purpose of that, and just wasn't really the vibe I was expecting. So overall, we did enjoy our time there, but we would only pay for a 1-day pass next time, and definitely do it on a port day when we plan on spending more time on the ship, because we've been to the port many times before. If this is something you're interested in, then you can head to Redemption Spa on your Virgin ship. When you board, they'll take you on a tour and let you know the prices for your sailing. What do you think of the Virgin Voyages Spa? Would you pay extra to go to the Redemption Thermal Spa? What do you think of Virgin's new layout with the unisex washrooms and some of the services in other areas of the ship? We hope that you found this video helpful. If you're interested in some more of our content, we have another channel, Flamingos in Wonderland, where we focus on Disney and theme parks. Thank you again for taking the time to watch our video and support our channel. As we say, memories are forever, so make them fabulous. Thanks again for watching, and happy travels. So let's look at the Pacific. I don't know why I'm getting stuck here.